is the streaming software. And the interface software for the microphone, and of course, the everything that's connected to this damn thing.
Yeah.
Get cred when you share a viral clip. Oh, no way! I'm not going to share a viral clip. Dismiss. All right. Agua. The stuff that will keep you alive.
Or you can overdose on die.
At least Thursday Night Football has nothing of interest on tonight, so don't have to worry about that. Huh? It's the Patriots against the Raiders. Wait, where's your audio? No, don't. Oh my God, I hit the wrong button. No, I want this. That's weird. Talk, Zealeus? That's weird. Hold on. All right, now talk. What the hell? Oh. Now try.
Hello.
There it is.
Hello.
All right,
you
I got
find-
it now. I got it
Did you
now.
find your
I skipped a step. And this is what I get for skipping steps. No. Oh, my goodness gracious. This week has been so crazy that I totally forgot that it was Thursday. Thank you, Zealeus, for texting me, because I probably would have been sitting around my house going, what am I supposed to be doing?
I don't even know what today is supposed to be.
Well, I mean, I played, let's see here. Coached basketball on Saturday. Can't really remember what Sunday was, but Sunday was a bunch of stuff. Played basketball on Monday, played 3 games on Tuesday, played 2 games on Wednesday. So I'm not exactly sure where any of my brain or body is currently. All righty. It is now 8:01, so we can start this bad boy up. So per usual, going to mute Zealeus and we'll start the show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Dish Shelter Confusion Thursday Night Hangout.
Greetings and salutations, sir. How goes it tonight?
It goes. Ladies and gentlemen, I, of course, am your host, Charlie, and I'm joined once again by the prolific comer himself, Zealeus.
Greetings, sir. Greetings. It is good to see you once again, alive and well.
Indeed, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, this, of course, is the Thursday Night Hangout. It's our live show. We try our best to cover the topics most important to you during the show. At any point during the show, you can add your thoughts, opinions, comments, questions, subjects, whatever, into the chat, be it on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. And we will try to add it to this show. If we do, unfortunately, run out of time, we will add it to the very next show. So
there's always another show, sir.
Absolutely. So without further ado, let's jump into tonight's show. First topic we got to talk about, and this is, of course, I think this is just maybe just for me, but a gentleman by the name of Gary Wolf has finally regained the rights to his IP that was part of a very famous movie back in the, oh gosh, I don't remember exactly when the movie came out, to be honest with you. But it's been a minute. How about that? Really, Gary Wolf was the mastermind behind a classic movie that incorporated both animation and live action, and that, of course, was Roger Rabbit. Now, to get that movie made, there was a split ownership. Amblin and Disney kind of owned both parts because you had like Looney Tunes, Merry Melody characters, as well as Disney characters in there. So the ownership was all over the place. But through sheer determination, Gary K. Wolf has regained his he's regained Roger Rabbit and the characters that he created for that movie.
Now, that is a movie I have not seen in a long time. I'm going to be honest. Yeah. I know I saw it back in the day, but it's been many, many days.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I screwed up Zealeus here. I forgot which. Hold on. Zealeus is hiding behind a Google sign now.
Are you breaking me? That kind of hurts my feelings.
I'm trying not to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also trying to do this because of the way that the split screen is. There we go. Haha.
The damage has already been done. My soul's already been crushed.
I'm sorry, Zealeus. I was just trying to Google when exactly Roger Rabbit came out. And
I could only imagine that you could put like a new thing over my head every week. See if I notice.
1988.
I get a special banner depending on the week.
Yeah. 1988 is when Roger Rabbit came out. Or Who Framed Roger Rabbit, I should say.
Wow, that long ago?
Yep. Now, because he's regained ownership, he is already planning to create a movie, a standalone live-action movie for Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, because she was animated in the show, right?
Yes, she was animated.
You know who I immediately think of as her? Jessica Chastain.
Yes. Actually, I've seen quite a few. I've seen quite a few AI masterpieces that have different redheaded actresses as Jessica Rabbit.
But the whole point is they're not AI.
Huh?
Like, that's the point of being live action, is they're no longer AI, right?
I know, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of why. But yeah. We'll see.
Apparently, and this is what I didn't know, is that there's a bunch of Roger Rabbit novels.
That is news to me, sir.
So, yeah, I only thought that Roger Rabbit was, like, Who Framed Roger Rabbit was just a creative new idea that someone came up with for a movie, but apparently there is books. There's Roger Rabbit books.
I really like
the
crime
first
books,
one,
solve more crimes.
The first one is called Who Censored Roger Rabbit. So apparently there's a lot of who did something to Roger Rabbit.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, it's be interested to see what he can do with his IP now he has it back.
Excuse me, I'm dying of coughing.
Careful, Zealeus, don't die.
I mean, that coughing, man, it's kind of important. Got to get the stuff out of your system sometimes. You know what I mean?
Right. I do wonder how they're going to, like, I understand the Jessica Rabbit movie is going to be probably just like the origin story of Jessica Rabbit. But at the same time, what made Who Framed Roger Rabbit so cool was all the characters from all the different animated studios appearing. If this I wonder if this project they're going to have to work with, like in joint moves with potentially Disney and potentially whoever owns Looney Tunes at this point in time. Or
maybe you should ask ESPN how to do that.
Oh boy.
And YouTube.
Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a quick update. YouTube TV is now handing out $20 gift certificates while they continue to futz around with this ESPN, ABC, Disney disaster.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it would be done by now. I thought it'd be over with it. They would have come to a more rapid resolution, but obviously I'm incorrect in that assumption. And the finger pointing and pissing match continues.
Yes. And the crazy thing is, I think that both sides are waiting for the other side to blink. YouTube TV is going, look at how much money you're losing because you won't work a deal with us. And Disney, in turn, goes, look how many subscribers you're losing because you won't work a deal with us.
Yeah, the thing is, both companies have so much money that they're making outside of the streaming.
Yeah.
That, like, do they need to, like when you're satellite TV, for instance, like that was your only way of making money.
Right.
So you kind of had to capitulate at some point because you just had to get the services going.
Yep.
But like both these companies can indefinitely lose money off of this, and probably it's a rounding error on their entire like spreadsheet of monies.
Yes.
So it's kind of like whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So
I do appreciate. Do you ever watch the SEC shorts or
yes.
like those two? And like the last couple of weeks, they've all been poking fun at ESPN and Disney, and it's kind of entertaining.
I enjoy those SEC shorts.
Yeah, I enjoy when they make the meta digs. Like last week, they were pretty hard at Disney.
Yeah,
that was good. Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of books, there is some sad news in the graphic novel or manga realm, and that, of course, is that Kazuki Motoyama, who was the Super Mario manga creator, has passed away at the age of 69. They don't have at this time, I don't think there's an exact date of when he died. I believe it was his sister. Yeah, his sister, who went on to social media recently and made mention of his passing.
Well, sad day. Drink for him.
I wonder, like, yeah, he's been doing it for like over 20 years.
That's a pretty good run.
Yeah. He illustrated Mario and the rest of the Super Mario Brothers family for official game strategy guides and the Super Mario manga from 1988 to 1998. So for 10 years, anytime that you saw any Mario art, that was him.
Nice.
Yeah. So sad day.
Indeed.
Looks like his final one was Yoshi's Story for the N64.
Oh, Yoshi.
Yeah. So
we all need a pet Yoshi in our life.
Speaking of Yoshi, there's supposed to be a big announcement about Yoshi's inclusion into the next Super Mario movie, which of course is going to be a Super Mario Galaxy movie, which of course is going to have more of our lovable star guys, as well as Princess Rosalina, who is being voiced by Brie Larson.
Okay. Very exciting.
Yes.
If you're into I still do see the first Mario movie, to be honest. I've heard it's good.
It is good, and I will fully admit that when I first found out that Chris Pratt was going to be the voice of Mario, and he was good. I'm going to give it my own spin. I kind of was like, oh, I don't know, but of course, as I've got two kids, they're like, Dad, we got to watch the Super Mario Brother movie, and I'm like, all right, fine. That and I didn't know how I was going to feel about Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, because Seth Rogen sounds like Seth Rogen. He does not, when he voice acts, it's Seth Rogen. There's no spin at all. There's no change in delivery. But anyway, it was good.
So you're saying he's a real life Bowser is what I'm hearing.
He's not a real life Bowser.
I mean, if he didn't have to change anything, then maybe it means he's Bowser in real life. That's what I'm saying. You have to change anything because he's just a naturally born Bowser.
He's not Bowser. He's Donkey Kong.
Or Donkey Kong, sorry.
And no, that's to be honest with you, I did not. When I think Donkey Kong, I did not think Seth Rogen. But it worked. So
I guess it's the beauty of animation is, you can kind of do things a little bit interesting.
Yes. Okay. Moving on to the next story. Let's talk about an animated series that has a lot of, I believe it's British parents disgusted, and they don't understand how this series got an additional season on Amazon Prime. And what I'm talking about is the highly popular Has Been Hotel. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, let's start from the top here. There's this wonderful thing called a rating system. It starts for TV. I think it's like TVG.
G rated for.
I think that's right. Let's see, TV rating system. It starts at TVY to Y7 to G to PG to 14 to TVMA. It's just like movies, ladies and gentlemen. You know that G, PG, PG-13 R, and NC-17. So there's this fun fact that not all animated shows are kid-friendly.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. I've got a binder full of anime. Well, I actually have 2 binders full of anime, and there are several animes in there that I still won't let my children even get close to. And there's a couple anime that I won't even get close to because of how far out there it is.
Do you have some that are like hidden and can like not be found?
No, I haven't hidden them, but I know if I'm going through my CD book, I can immediately go, oh yeah, never this again. And the one that tops the list is an anime called Apocalypse Zero. And if you are like a glutton for punishment, or you're looking for something really messed up, sure, give it a spin. You can be really pissed when the focus is not on the main character, which would have made for a cool anime. It's set on the really raunchy enemies that's just way over the top.
I was also thinking Ninja Scroll.
The TV not the TV show, but the actual movie. Yes, that one too. Not Ken friendly, but anyways. So, ladies and gentlemen, Has Been
watching this or like, ooh, I must go watch these.
Has Been Hotel is TVMA, and it's a very good reason why it's TVMA. Other fun fact: if it's a new show, as parents, you may want to actually sit down and watch an episode to see if it is relevant or appropriate for your children.
I mean, the parents really still get outraged because it's like, what I mean by that is, okay, so like back in the day, when Beavis and Butthead came out, or like when Simpsons was saying like, eat my shorts, it was kind of like new raunchy territory.
Yes.
In the area of animated shows.
Yep.
And also like weren't really parental controls. I mean, you can always watch your child, but that requires work. But there weren't like those type of parental controls. Whereas nowadays it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm living in a naive bubble, but why would a parent actually be upset that there's a TV animated show? Like, doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too logically about this. That the parent should be angry because it's a show and like there's going to be TVMA shows.
Right.
So why are they upset? Because that's just the way the world is.
So this anime is or animated show, because I know some people get hurt in their shorts when it's not Japanese.
We're here on the show about the difference. We don't.
Anyways, it's an animated show on Amazon Prime that's actually a musical. I think it's a musical cartoon, which there are depictions. Okay, the whole show takes place in hell. Okay, there's depictions of violence, social issues, sexuality. I mean, one of the main characters is a porn star and is a very horny porn star.
Yeah. So they upset at all shows that have horny people and people dying and cursing, or is it just this one in particular?
I think the thing is that the parents probably did not do research. Here's another thing. I know that we are busy as hell in this crazy age that we live in, but if you actually do a little bit of research about what your kids are watching or what you're playing, which I will say this again, Roblox has yet another lawsuit about child or predator behavior. So for the love of all it's holy, do not let your kids play Roblox. Unless you are watching them play, which, of course, let's be honest, the vast majority of parents out there are just going to sit their kids in front of the TV or their computer and let them have at it in what they think is a kid-friendly environment. Roblox is not. As much as they want to try to save image, it's the amount of lawsuits and all crazy stories that keep coming out show that it's not.
So I'm hearing is these parents should be actually upset at themselves more than anything else.
Yes. For neglecting your duty as keeping an eye on what your children are into watching.
Now that I can get behind.
Now that being said, look, Has-Been's hotel looks cutesy. It's got a lot of color to it. It looks kid friendly from the outside, but looks can be deceiving, which is why you do your research. Okay. Basically, the parents, a lot of parents are trying to band together to get rid of, in their words, the absolutely disgusting and blasphemous cartoon. They wanted banned because of the sex, violence, and profanity that they've never that of the likes they've never seen before. Yes, there is a lot of cursing. Hell, there is the first song that seems, it's very colorful and it's very it's basically the lead character's name is Charlie, and she is the princess of hell. And she's singing about a way to redeem all these souls in hell and have them go up to heaven. But while she's doing it, you got people doing mass murders and all kinds of crazy shit around her. And then there's another episode where it's a bunch of cannibals. So
nice.
Just, oh my God, just educate yourself.
Well, I hope they never seen a Samuel Jackson or Quentin Tarantino movie.
But people will be like, "Oh, Samuel L. Jackson, I know that's not appropriate for kids."
So, what I'm hearing is he should have been the spokesperson for Has-Been's Hotel.
Yes. Samuel Jackson needs to do a PSA and go, "All right, you stupid MFers. Let me give you just a short list of shows that parents are complaining about because it's got inappropriate stuff, and let me tell you." The shows you're complaining about are the ones that were built for you, not your children.
It's Samuel L. Jackson's fault for not stepping up to the plate and doing this on his own for the benefit of all the other parents out there.
I think there was actually a comedy PSA where everyone was playing Samuel L. Jackson for the way the world was.
Nice.
Anyways, so moral of the story is do your homework, parents. Has-Been Hotel It's a fun animated adventure for those who are not opposed to a very musical, music-centric version of hell.
Yeah, I need to watch it. I've heard it's good.
It is good. And they did a spin-off, and I can't remember I think it's Hella Boys, where it's basically a bunch of demons that are called up from hell to go kind of like a hitman type of situation.
So kind of like Soldier Boys.
So just, anyways, yeah. Parents, do your freaking homework.
So it's like K-pop Demon Hunters, but not kid-friendly.
Yeah. Okay.
I could appreciate that.
Now let's talk about some sad news. I
don't like sad news.
So one of my favorite pastimes is collecting certain things, and in the past couple of years, or maybe 10 years, I've been collecting a specific type of thing, and that, of course, is Funko Pops. Well, it turns out that Funko Pop is $241 million in debt.
That's impressive.
Which is just a bit. And
more money than I.
There's a substantial doubt that the company's ability to continue as is for the next 12 months is in question.
Oh no. I wonder if that would make the collectors of Funko Pops worth more or less.
Though the stopping of production potentially would increase the rarity and scarcity.
Well, the scarcity. But what about the demand? Because there has to be demand for the scarcity to matter. So that's the other question.
True.
Because you do go to conventions and there's shelves, walls full of Funko Pops.
Yeah.
So there's obviously still demand for Funko Pops.
Yep.
Because you see them. But if they're no longer present and they're now out of the, the mind psyche of really the geeks for the most part, are people going to care about buying them anymore? Kind of like what happened with Beanie Babies, right?
It's gonna become a convention only type of swap meet.
I could.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just find a convention and see how much I could sell some of my Funko Pops for. Or I just forget that they exist for another 10, 15 years and then sell them because then they're retro.
Right.
Because as we all know, popularity of things eventually comes back around for some crazy ass reason.
You can thank Stranger Things for half that.
Yes, this is true. This is very true.
Although, with how long it's been between seasons on Stranger Things, Funko Pops might be present in them by now. Who knows?
That's true.
In the most recent season. Or I guess the new season coming up, I should say.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is you got to go buy all the Funko Pops before they go into production.
I don't have the money to buy all the Funko Pops before we go out of production.
Well, as many as you need.
Huh?
Because you need your collector's items. You need the rarity.
The rarest of the rare.
They could, for all you know, they could all be Wicked and Twos 20 years from now.
Stop. God, Jesus. Stop trying to stab me in the heart, Zealeus.
It's one of my small pleasures in life, man. I don't have much to live for. I have a cat and I have stabbing you in the heart. That's really about it.
Oh, you son of a gun.
I try.
So yes, I just don't know what they'll end up doing. But as of right now,
lots of corporate speak in the press release. It's we're going to make it awesome, and it's just blah 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 blah.
A lot of jargon, a lot of candy coating, a lot of selling of hope, but without any substantial, solid, concrete plan that they want to discuss with everybody. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about in an ever-growing trend that we're keeping the trend of let's talk about a video game that is turning into an animated or a TV series. It has now been confirmed that the Kojima Productions mega hit Death Stranding is going to get an anime series that is going to be a joint project between Kojima and Disney. So,
this is going to be about delivering mail.
Will they get? Oh my gosh, I just blanked out on the actor's name.
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember his name.
Oh my gosh.
I know he's Daniel Dixon. That's about it.
Yes.
I don't know his name.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, I like him. He's a good actor.
Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
Will they get Norman Reedus to voice the thing? Because I'm pretty sure they had already been in talks of making a live action movie, and Norman Reedus is like, "I'm your man," and Coach was like, "Yes, you are." So,
look, I know how to play Death Stranding. I don't know anything about Death Stranding, but even I know if you're going to do a live action version, like you literally can't do it without him.
Yes. I mean, he is the face.
Yes.
The only way you get around it is you get someone basically wearing a green screen suit, and they just CG Norman Reedus' face on your face.
I mean, to fair, it seems like half of Hollywood movies nowadays.
This is true.
Unfortunately.
This is true. I mean, there was that movie several years ago that had oh my gosh, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but they basically used CGI to make him look like a younger Bruce Willis.
Or basically Avatar.
Oh, that too. But at least that one was like an explainable of they're jumping into something else's body. It is not just blatant.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm putting someone else's face on your face.
Yeah, I agree. I will take your face off.
But yes, there's going to be a new Death Stranding anime to stream on Disney Plus. It will be starting in exclusively streaming on Disney Plus starting 2027.
Okay.
Other than that, they are not giving any other additional information about it. Just that the project is happening.
These years just feel. I know they are further away because that's the definition of the future. Mm-hmm. But like when we say 2027, I'm like, that's so far in the future.
And then you think about it though, and you're like, that's like just over a year and 2 months away.
Like 2021 was just like 6 months ago, bro.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Actually, I blame COVID. I think that my concept of time is completely foobarred because of COVID. Like when I got my invitation for my 10-year anniversary for working at where I work at, I was like, it can't be 10 years. And I'm like, oh, the COVID years. Yup. I have been working there for 10 years.
It's a real thing. There's like pre-COVID and post-COVID.
Yes.
Is 100% a real thing.
Yes.
Like that's how my life is demarcated.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's not uncommon at all to just kind of have that separation of the two because the world changed.
In so many ways.
Mm-hmm. And continues.
Yes. Sometimes for the worse. And sometimes on rare occasions, it is getting a little better.
Damn
it. Come on. Reminisce about the good shit. Please.
Use that time. I can buy Funko Pops, new off the shelf.
I didn't have to use. Yeah. Well, anyways, okay. Let's pause real quick to thank the beautiful individuals who help Alta Confusion be the Alta Confusion that you love and adore. That, of course, is the friends of the show. And so, without further ado, let us start off with the Indie Cluster. The Indie Cluster is an organization of independent game developers that want to gain exposure by being involved in the community. They collectively journey to popular conferences as a traveling booth to help gain attention for their games. They make partnerships in local communities to bring games to the mainstream mindset. They highlight local, unusual, and rare concepts that challenge the paradigm of the common. They also host events to teach kids and minority groups about game development to hopefully one day enter the industry themselves. For more information, go to indiecluster.com. The next shout out we got to give is to the AV master himself. That, of course, is Noodle Boy Media. Founded in 2015 by Andrew Tran, Noodle Boy Media, previously White Kid 47 Media, is your choice for professional photo shoots and panel recordings at conventions. They pride themselves in providing a high level of professionalism, top-notch experiences, and quality services. If you want more information and to view their full list of services, check out facebook.com/noodleboymedia. The next shout out we got to give is to an individual who's actually at my house earlier today, and he helped get some of those extra aches and pains out of my very tired basketball body. And that, of course, is Hero Chiropractic.
You should just bring him to a basketball game. And like in between plays, they can help your team out and be like, all right, let's get this going, guys.
I think that you'd be basically just canceling out any good things he was doing for you. Anyways, Hero Chiropractic's unique healthcare practice set up by Ryan Moore. The company's focus to elevate a patient's experience of freedom, creative expression, and joy. They believe that everyone can be a hero and has incredible heroic potential inside themselves waiting to be unleashed. Hero Chiropractic focuses on mobile chiropractic care in the greater Atlanta area. They are committed to healing clients by creating a plan of action uniquely suited for each person. They make that plan of action as convenient and affordable as possible, and most importantly, suited to your individual needs. For more information, go to herochiropractic.com. The next shout out we got to give is to the music maestro himself, and that, of course, is CrossPad Creative. Need a new logo or want to work on a full branding and content strategy? Or maybe you need music or audio for your content, just like Ultra Confusion. CrossPad Creative offers a whole host of solutions for individuals and small businesses. Just email Josh at crosspadcreative@gmail.com and see what he can do for you. And the final shout out we got to give is to the person who was the original backer on Patreon for Ultra Confusion. That, of course, is Agile Axiom. By day, Axe leads both the development team and system administration team working with satellites at NASA's Goddard campus. But while not at meetings and many times during, he is the Agile evangelist, Agile Axe, championing the philosophy of Agile and trying to make the world a better place for software developers, testers, system admins, and software projects the world over. Decades of experience in software development and leading Agile teams are brought to bear against evil processes, inefficient work, and bad habits. For more information, go to agileaxiom.com. Now, before we jump into the rest of the stuff, I do want to point out that I did something absolutely ridiculously stupid. I have my cheat sheet with all of the stuff for friends of the show, and it has been leaning against my salt lamp, and now half of the paper is like salt encrusted. So it's, yeah.
If you need like to offset the potassium, you could just lick it a little.
I don't know. No, thank you. I'm not going to lick the paper.
Maybe that's what the salt lamp is meant for. Maybe you've unlocked the true potential of salt lamps.
It's supposed to protect you from the bad juju, dang it.
You need salt to just lick it.
Ugh, wow. No, thank you. I'll just grab some salted peanuts. Thank you very much.
That seems like a much more boring decision.
Anyway.
Rational. But boring.
Yes, I guess. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I know that you are dying to know how do you become a friend of the show. Well, it's quite simple. Ladies and gentlemen, Ultra Confusion survives on the love support of fans like you, and so we have a Patreon page. Patreon lets you, the lovers, haters, demigods, interdimensional beings, gods, demons, aliens, vampires, werewolves, swamp creatures, mummies, supporters, and more to become active participants in the work we love through a monthly membership. This gives you access to exclusive content, community, and insight into our creative process. In exchange, we gain a bit more freedom to do our best work and the stability we need to build an even stronger creative career. We currently have 2 tiers. We have the $1 a month tier. It's $1 a month or $12 a year. What that gets you is early access to all of the playthroughs, as well as access to patron-only posts. Now, if you're feeling extra fisky and you want your name in... your name highlighted on any of the Thursday night hangouts, you could go up to the $5 a month tier. That's $5 a month or $60 a year. What they'll get you is your name or organization added to every single Friends of the Show section of Alter Confusion Thursday Night Hangouts, as well as everything at the $1 tier. So, without further ado, if you want to become a patron of Alter Confusion, go to Patreon. That's patreon.com/altered confusion. And Zealeus, I believe you're at the $1 tier, my friend.
I am actually. This is true.
That is why your name is not up in lights.
Great man.
Okay. Also, I know that this is past both my 24-hour Gameathon as well as the official Gameathon, but I do want until the end of the year, we are still raising for Extra Life for the 14th year straight. Extra Life is gamers doing what they do best, game, to help sick and injured children at their chosen Children's Miracle Network Hospital. The money that we raise through Extra Life will go directly to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta as unrestricted funds. This means that the hospital decides where and how to spend the money to ensure the dollars we raise make the biggest impact to the lives of the kids they treat. So if you have the capacity to donate, please go to extra-life.org and search for Altered Confusion. I think we're still sitting at the $500 mark, but that's phenomenal. That's awesome. And I want to thank everyone that has donated thus far. And like I said, there's still time to add to the donations.
That is a very nice chunk of change for the Children's Miracle Health Work of Atlanta.
Yes. Now, I know that some of you are looking, we are getting very, very close to that holiday season, and maybe you're looking to give your loved one or yourself a gift. And, of course, there are some Alter Confusion merchandise options that you, of course, can pick up today. And that, of course, all you got to do is go to alterconfusion.tv/merch, and you can pick up a hat. You can pick up a vinyl sticker. You can pick up the new version of the coffee mug. I would show off the beanie, but I've been wearing the beanie because the temperature bottomed out in Atlanta at the beginning of the week, so I've been using that, and I did not bring it back down here. But there's several other items you can check out. Just go, once again, alterconfusion.tv/merch.
What about Alter Confusion branded beer? I'm just saying, this could be a thing.
We would need, there would have to be several different additional steps. And we would have to get some more people involved, but interesting, Zealeus. Very interesting.
Really alter your confusion.
I think that would add to your confusion, though, depending on how much beer you drink.
Isn't that the beauty of it?
Yes.
So anyway, some of us know how to cope, man.
So there was a question from a gentleman by the name of Sam. And his question for us, not Sam Grizzle, but a different Sam. His question was, do you think that okay, first of all, let me preface this. This is all about video game awards, okay? So like best game of the year, best graphics, best whatever. His question is, do you think that video games, like new video games that are actually sequels or just additions into an already established franchise, do you think that because they aren't really new, that they have a less likely chance of winning the video game of the year award?
No, I think it's actually like, well, it depends. So, like, if it's like the first or second, it's kind of like sports,
right?
Where like you have the momentum of you're the best.
Yeah.
But then when you have like the sixth one out,
yeah,
then it's like voter fatigue, and it's like, okay, we need something new today. But I want to rant about something for a moment, though.
Okay.
We're talking about awards.
Yep.
The Emmys give out, I didn't know this, but they give out awards for the best. Actually, I probably didn't know this. I just forgot. But they give out awards for the best video game soundtrack of the year. Somehow, some way, of all the games to get snubbed, not from winning it, I don't care who wins it, but even like a nomination was Clear Expedition 33. The fact that we're not even nominated for best like audio soundtrack of the year.
Yes. That's a terrible decision.
It just, yeah, it's
I would be very curious to see what the rationale was behind it. not being as a nominee.
I'm going to go with it's not a big publisher who sends out thank you cards and benefits on the side to the Emmys, so it doesn't get nominated.
Well, I mean, like,
I'm dead serious.
No, and I
the franchise actually, in a way, it actually goes back to the original question because it's not a known entity by a known publisher because it's the publisher's first game ever, and so there absolutely is politicking when it comes into winning awards.
Yes, that's true.
So I think that's 100% why is, it does, being an established franchise, maybe established publisher helps probably more to be able to put your weight behind it. If this was if Claire Expedition put all
Ubisoft?
Ubisoft, Blizzard, like EA, any of those, it would have won the damn award. Sure. I have no doubt. But because it's an indie French publisher, it got left out. So kind of going back to Sam's original question, kind of coming full circle.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. If you get to the sixth one, it can maybe. But even then, think about GTA 6, right?
Yep.
When it comes out eventually, 2026, 2027, 2028, who actually knows?
Right.
Like, if I were a betting person, which I'm not, I would actually put money on it now to be game of the year when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Because, to the point of the question, it is the sixth version of the game. But to be fair, GTA is also a very popular, well-done franchise for those type of players who like it.
And the amount of money that goes into marketing that type of game it's already in everyone's face.
Exactly. So, no, I don't think actually being a sequel hurts at all. The more I think about it, the sequel does not hurt a game winning Game of the Year award. I think where it does hurt is when, and maybe this is more for the gamers than awards, is when you do a Dead Space type of situation, you decide to be nothing like the OG that actually made it a good game.
Right.
So, yeah, I actually don't think, I think if anything, a sequel can help. Not as I do think about it more, if it's actually good. So yeah, interesting question on that. Yeah.
I agree with you for the most part. I think, you're right. I think as long as there's some meat on the bones of the next in the franchise, as long as it doesn't feel like you literally just updated the ability to tackle or updated the 3 additional multiplayer maps. If there's some actual substance to the game, like let's say that the next Assassin's Creed, whatever the hell it is, when it comes out, it just blows everyone away because, yes, Assassin's Creed, very established franchise, but every single time they take a different chunk of history. And if done right, it could be, a potential award-winning game. Or, a GTA 6. Different locale, different. To be honest with you, they've been putting money into making an actual story instead of just stealing cars and beating up hookers and running from the cops.
Yeah.
So I think it really depends on the game. But as Zealeus put, sometimes when it comes to independent games that don't get as much money for marketing, and unless it is like a huge splash right off the bat, it's probably going to be, even if it's an amazing game, it may not be able to gain enough momentum in time to win like the Game of the Year award. And then once the year goes into the next one, well, that game was published last year, so you can't nominate it. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
But that being said, they have announced the Indie Game Awards have announced their nominees for 2025. Okay. And I just want and the Indie Game Awards will be happening December 18th. I think it's basically all virtual, maybe. I don't know. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
the Game of the Year nominees are the following: Absalom, a game called Anne Roger. I have no idea what that is. Blueprints, which is a really well done game, but frustrates the shit out of me. Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector. That's more of like a virtual novel type of game. It kind of, I mean, oh god, I'm gonna really date myself. Reminds me of Zork, but with a couple more pretty pictures here and there. Clair Obscure Expedition 33. There's a
Okay.
game called Consume Me, which I've never seen that one. Hades 2. That's really, I mean, I would be more surprised if it was left off the list than it being nominated.
For sure.
Hollow Knight Silk Song, which I've heard is a phenomenal game, but also hard as balls, which is probably the only reason why I haven't bought the game, because I don't want to cry or break controllers. There is a game called Keep Driving. No idea. I'm assuming it's just a drive simulator with maybe some backstory. And then this last one, I'm going to butcher the name. I'm just going to be honest with you, so be on the lookout. But it's called Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo.
I'm going to say Pipistrello.
Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo?
So my guess, or my vote at least, would be Claire Expedition.
Yes.
I keep on calling it Claire Expedition, even though it's not the actual title.
Right.
I'm butchering it. But again, I'm surprised. For the Indie Awards, guess what's not on the music nomination list? Claire Expedition.
Yeah.
I want my money back. That's crazy. That's bonkers to me, to be honest. I don't get it. Maybe there's something with the music in the game we missed. Maybe because it's in-game music and not like a separate soundtrack. I don't know.
I don't know.
They probably actually do have a separate soundtrack, and I'm just making things up now. I just really don't know. Yeah. But yeah, my vote for Game of the Year would still be Expedition 33. That's just me personally.
I mean, I believe that, in all honesty, I think I would put Expedition 33 at the top. Absalom's a fun game, but if I had to go between Absalom and Blueprints, I would go Blueprints. I have not played enough Hades 2. I need to actually play Hades 2, but my plan to really get into it went completely down in flames because I decided, you know what, I'm just locking into Star Wars Outlaw, which is not a bad game as long as it doesn't crash.
Now, I know Hollow Knight is also very popular.
Yes, it is.
I've never played it, but I know that's also high on people's lists. So.
Yeah, it's from my understanding from the people that I've talked to who've played the game, they're like, look, once you pick it up, you can't put it down.
I've heard it's really hard, which is probably why I haven't played it.
That's the other thing. And for me, that's kind of, I'm not saying it's a no-go from me, but I've got to be in a very particular mindset to take on a game that's going to require me not screwing up. And it's a platformer, so being able to dodge attacks and attack and survive and somehow have enough health to continue throughout the entire game.
You must dodge things.
Because the original Hollow Knight, I got stuck because I just couldn't beat one of the bosses. I tried very, very hard. It's kind of the same logic behind Elden Rings. I could not beat the first big freaking boss, so I gave up after 32 hours of most of it spent trying to restock all the healing stuff that I needed, and then attempting to kill the guy, and then losing again, and then rinse and repeating. So
I could see that. Yeah.
I know we may have mentioned this earlier, or we just in passing, but K-pop Demon Hunters 2 now is of course happening, and they are aiming for. Here's an actual date that is well into the future, Zealeus. They're aiming for 2029.
I saw that, and like, I don't know. It's
Will there be enough momentum to carry
Exactly. Like it feels like they're kind of letting the fire stoke a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. It seems weird to me that they go because like yeah, I just don't get the length because you know whatever rationale I can think of why it would take so long,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't. It seems like they'd be able to figure something out with the millions to be made. They could make it work if they wanted to get it up sooner. I have to believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting. I will say that. Um, I don't know. Yeah, it, I got nothing other than it's weird that it's so far out to me at least
Right.
because it is still like I think it's still like number 3 or 4 in the Netflix list. So obviously it's still super popular, and they just I mean you can churn out an animated you know musical pretty quickly. Well, more than 4 years away. Put it that way.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, obviously, I hope K-pop Demon Hunters 2 is still great when it comes out eventually. Uh, they'll have the work cut out for them to make it as popular as the first one.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
All right. In other news, there is. I know that this has been something that's been batting around for a while. There is an official Horizon MMO that's finally been like confirmed, announced, whatever.
Oh,
You know, you had Horizon Zero Dawn. You had, oh my gosh, a bunch of different Horizons. Let's just put it that way.
yeah.
This MMO, it's
Is this Horizon Steel Frontiers? I'm just
yes,
seeing it
it is.
now.
Yes, it
Oh,
is, and
great.
it's got a lot of people going, huh?
I mean, because it's coming to PC and mobile, but not PlayStation 5?
Correct. And it's also um, it's being developed by a completely different studio and being made with, you know, and of course, as you mentioned, a completely different audience in mind.
Yeah. NC Soft. So
Hmm.
just looking at it,
Mm-hmm.
it literally looks, to me at least, like it's a knockoff Korean MMO gotcha game, probably.
I'm sure.
And they're literally just slapping the Horizon name on there.
Yeah.
Like it's just, they are paying for the rights to use the IP of Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon, whatever we're calling it nowadays.
Yep.
Again, this is Horizon Steel Frontiers, and it's literally just slapping the name on it.
Yep.
Yeah, that. But when you first said Horizon MMO, my first reaction was like, really? Mainly because I mean, I follow MMOs quite a bit, and like the MMO
Yep.
genre kind of sucks right now,
Mm-hmm.
particularly from new entries, because they're so cost prohibitive to make a actual real MMO, not
Mm-hmm.
some Korean piece of dog shit. But to actually have like a AAA kind of style, and when I say AAA, I mean the form of like a World of Warcraft or a Final Fantasy. Like we just even like the biggest one that was in kind of talks was the one from Riot Games.
Mm-hmm.
And they said like it's either earlier this year or last year, where they're basically like, well, we're starting from scratch because it's just not right. And they initially notched up like years ago. So it's like, and they just canceled the Warhammer MMO. So it's like you basically have those, or you have your gotcha ones like Fantasy Star Online and what is it, Blue Protocol and those type. Of course, you have Guild Wars 2, which I actually started playing again.
Yep.
But again, I don't consider that AAA necessarily. Um, it's definitely one of the better MMOs, but I don't think I would call it AAA necessarily. It's that weird, what do you consider AAA, I guess.
Right.
Um, yeah, but no, just a quick overview of Horizon Steel Frontiers looks
I'm sorry. I just when you put MMO and mobile together, it just screams at me money grab.
Well, it's gonna be
When I think MMO, it's got to be on something with some serious heavy lifting, like a console or a computer.
well. The problem is when you do mobile, that also means you're gonna have gotcha or pay to win mechanics.
Yeah.
Some kind of acceleration like that. And unfortunately, when you look at the MMO landscape as a developer or I guess publisher, you have two choices. One is you're either going to make some money because you got gotcha shit, or
Right.
you're going to make a PC only MMO and then trying to battle with the World of Warcrafts, the Final Fantasy 14s, hell, the RuneScapes, the Guild Wars 2. Like those are the ones that are still popular or have been successful. They're extremely entrenched in the ecosystem.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons you don't really you see a couple like I guess Pax Day is one. There's a couple out there that are trying, but like you just don't have established companies making MMOs. New ones, I should say. If they already have one, like a Square Enix or Blizzard, they're just going to continue to milk that gravy train.
So I just there's another MMO that I kind of have like monkeyed around in a little bit. It's more of an action MMO called Warframe. And just out of curiosity, I just Googled what the estimated average daily players are, and it's 163,000.
No, Warframe, from what I've seen, is still going strong.
Yeah.
I played Blue Protocol. I decided I'm going to give it give it my all for a couple of weeks in like one of those like gotcha MMOs just to see.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, do they love FOMO? Fear of missing out, where it's like you have to log in daily to do shit. And if you don't, the Momo is real. And it's like, oh my gosh, I have to log in and do my dailies, or else I can't keep pace with, because they also do like the servers, and they're all the servers, they're time gated on shit unlocks. So if you fall behind, then you fall behind. Yeah, I got to the point where I'm like, okay, this is just, it was more stressful than anything else. So I stopped playing that and got the expansion for Guild Wars 2.
Speaking of mobile, sign in every single day so you don't miss out. Can we just, for the love of God, if I forget to sign in one day, can you just pause the day number for me? So if I'm like, I don't know, let's say that I'm actually into this game and I'm 38 days in, but then something happens. I don't want to start at day one rewards again because I missed a day. You freaking douchebags.
Exactly what you mean. The login rewards. They've got to keep you logging in, bro.
Of course, there's also the gotcha option of, well, you could buy these like safety cubes or something that will save your progress.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So if you do accidentally forget to log in or have some phone troubles, we'll use up your safety cubes and hold it for you, but it's going to cost you.
Yeah. That's why with MMOs, I actually always preferred, that's why I play Final Fantasy 14 is like, I actually prefer monthly sub MMOs for that reason.
Yeah.
Again, Guild Wars 2, it's kind of in between because you have paid expansions.
Yeah.
So it is that weird in between, I would definitely say is free to play. It is free to play.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to play, you got to pay. I mean, that's just kind of the way it is.
Right.
Especially if you want like backpack space and inventory. Path of Exile has always kind of been the same way. It's free to play, but is it?
Right. But yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to,
I say you can always play them on one of the new Steam devices coming out.
Oh, Jesus. No. I have a computer that has Steam on it, guys.
But do it have Steam OS?
I think I'll be okay.
Okay.
I think I'll be okay. I
do find it's interesting that we don't know the future of the Xbox, and all of a sudden it's in a way like the Steam. I forget what the actual desktop PC they have is called, but like it almost is like the new Xbox. It's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, Sony will do. I mean, you know, there's going to be a PlayStation 6 or whatever they're going to call it.
The Steam machine.
Is that what it's actually called?
Yes.
Okay. What was it that somebody said it shouldn't be? The Steam engine is what they should have called it.
Yeah. It looks like the computer that we brought to conventions.
There you go. Yeah, I'll be curious to see with the Steam engine. I mean, it's like Gabe said, like this is all the lessons they've learned from the original Steam machine. And honestly, the Steam Deck. You know, the Steam Deck has been very successful. The big thing I've read about is it's actually the VR goggles are the huge hit because they have like wireless shit now, and they basically make all of their VR goggles obsolete. So that might actually be the big. I know VR, the gimmick, etc. But as far as being something actually useful, it might actually be from the announcements is their new VR goggles.
So, do you know what they're predicting for the price point?
600.
800 to 900 for the base model, and $1,000 to $1,100 for the next tier.
I mean, so it's tricky because on one hand, no doubt that's not cheap because you can basically get a PlayStation 5 for half the price.
Yep.
But the issue is right now, if you look at the price of PC components, they're bloody expensive right now.
Oh yeah.
And so I'd be kind of curious to see like its potential where like from a cost benefit analysis, it might actually be worth it to get comparable parts and build your own PC.
Right.
So that's be very curious to see how that actually equates to the price of, you know, GPUs are expensive, they're not getting cheaper. Yep. RAM is skyrocketed.
Yep.
So with all that, if it is that much, it's still going to be hard not to recommend somebody just gets PlayStation 5, to be honest. Because from what I've seen, the PS5 is actually still more powerful than what is projected for the Steam machine, which means the PS5 Pro is actually even more and more powerful.
Right.
So, yeah.
Indeed. Anywho, I think we've kind of reached the end of our show.
Let's let some steam off.
I plan to like go to bed immediately. My body is exhausted.
Oh boy.
6 games in 3 days is apparently the magic number to cause Charlie to go to bed early. So
sounds like 6 too many to me.
And I was supposed to play a game tonight at 8, and I had 2 other people ask me to sub for them, and I'm like, no. No.
Our body need to be able to still function and do stuff.
Yes. I need to be able to. I know I work from home, but my office is down a flight of stairs, and I think that I would have been testing fate.
What do you think of the fireman's pole installed?
Where the hell would I put a fireman's pole?
He's the big idea guy. I don't actually have the details.
Well, I'm the idea guy, okay? I'm not the functional guy, okay? I don't actually. Anyways, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Ultra Confusion Thursday Night Hangout. For myself, Charlie, and Zealeus, been a pleasure getting ready to come our heads, our mouths, and of course, our hearts. We'll be back next Thursday for another Ultra Confusion Thursday Night Hangout.
Remember, kids, keep on gaming in the free world.
Amen to that, brother. Seriously, though, I am, like, exhausted. I don't know. I mean,
that happens when you're.
I have played 10 games in 10 days before, but they were spread out. This Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday thing, I think, really kicked my ass.
That's a lot, man. That is a lot.
It is a lot. So, anyways. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to bid everyone adieu. I will talk to Zealeus offline, but good night, everyone. Good night.